How many reasons have you heard why we don't have disclosure, right? You've heard ontological shock. The world just isn't ready for this. It will destabilize the financial, market, society, religion, right? There's just no way that this can come out, right? Well, there's another reason you may not have thought of. So in today's video, we're going to discuss something called the hitchhiker effect. And what that is basically is if you encounter the phenomena, it follows you wherever you go. That's right. Let's say, for instance, Skinwalker Ranch is a great example. There are many stories of people going to Skinwalker Ranch, sometimes not experiencing anything at all, other times experiencing something, but when they leave, weird things start happening to them everywhere they go, right? And that's called the hitchhiker effect, right? The phenomena hitchhikes with you, right, along the way. So let's dive into a clip from the Good Trouble Show with Matt Ford talking about why potentially we don't have disclosure. It's just because the hitchhiker effect, right? Would society be ready to understand that this is real and it could follow you everywhere?
Viewers at home may or may not be aware of my experience with this, but I had never had anything happen my entire life. No memory of anything, seeing anything strange in the sky. And I had decided I'd been writing some op-eds, and I'd written some op-eds on U.S. and Russia nuclear policy. And I knew that there were some senators that had been writing legislation regarding UAP. And I, through some political connections, was introduced to a senator's chief of staff. And I said, hey, I want to write an op-ed about legislation being written on UAP. This chief of staff then set up a call, and it was myself and the senator's two national security staffers and their comms person. And when this call was set up, I literally thought the question would be, okay, what are you going to write about? Where are you pitching the article to, et cetera? And first thing they said, this is all off the record. And I said, yes, of course. And then they said, okay, what do you want to know? And I was just completely, I wasn't prepared. I didn't have any questions or anything like that. And I just blurted out, are UFOs real? And it turned into this 30-minute conversation where these Senate staffers from this very powerful senator said, yes, it's real. It's not from China. It's not from Russia. It's a national security concern. We see these things coming in and out of our atmosphere from our space-based assets. They got a little bit cagey when they brought that up. They didn't want to go into details. And the one thing that really stuck out at the end of the call, and it wasn't a video call, it was on Zoom Voice, is one of the staffers said, our entire life, we may never understand where all of this is from. So that happens, and I'm literally in a kind of state of shock, because I think it's one thing for people on Twitter or whatever to tell you this stuff's real. It's another thing when the intel and armed services staffer of the senator's office tell you, yeah, this is real. It's not made up. And anyway, it was.
Matt, I've had some of those some similar interactions, and people have relayed interactions like that with me. And I think I can say that the abduction phenomenon and a potential hybridization phenomenon are known of in the U.S. government, and it is acknowledged as a massive problem.
Well,
what? Not to what Matt said, but to what Reed Summers, I believe his name is there, who has been very polite to me on Twitter, by the way. And you know what? I would love to get Reed on to do an interview. That would be cool to talk to him, because that is quite a claim that our government is highly aware of a hybridization and abduction problem. Hybridization, I'm assuming, right? He means aliens and humans, hybrids, right? That are, some say they're working in the government, walking around, like all of us, and they're aware of this. Like, who in the government is aware of this? Just a few people? When you say the government is aware, like, what do we mean by that? Is there an office set up to look into this, to study this? Right? What does that mean exactly? Because again, that is quite a claim. we're making there. So let's get back to Matt's story here, where, again, he's basically saying he's had no experiences his whole life, right? He jumps on a call with these Senate staffers. They, in his mind, confirm that the UAP phenomena is real. But they also confirm they don't know what it is, and they may never know what it is, which kind of contradicts what Reed just said, for being honest, right? Hybrids and that, again, maybe it's not connected, but I don't know, whatever. Maybe it doesn't contradict it. So Matt is having this call, right, with the staffers. They tell him, hey, there's something here, right? It's not Russia, it's not China. And again, he's saying he's never had any experiences, right? Well, listen to what Matt says happened after that phone call.
So, and what happened here, and this is kind of in a long-winded way getting to this, but a couple days later, we started having paranormal stuff happen in the house. And it started with a baby gate getting pushed over in the kitchen. We woke up at 6 a.m. thinking someone was breaking into the house. And we had this baby gate just leaned up against the cabinet on the kitchen floor. And we looked at a security camera that we had in there, and it looked like somebody literally had just pushed the thing over with their finger.
Wow.
And then about, I think it was 3 to 5 days later, my spouse and I are outside, and this orb of light, probably about the size of like a Mini Cooper, appeared above the house. And there was the paranormal stuff continued. We had banging on the walls and voices, and that lasted for about 4 to 6 months. The orb, there was never more than one. The orb showed up on about a monthly basis. I think in total there have been
Matt, when was this for you? Was that recent?
This was about 3 years ago. This is right when I got into this. So the question I had was, my whole adult life, I had never had any of this occur, nothing. And then all of a sudden I engage, I have this conversation with this senator's staff, and then poof, it turns on. And so my question to Mellon, I said, let's just say that the reason it began manifesting in my home and above my home was because I had an awareness. I was told by congressional officials that this was real. If that plays into it, if the president gets in front of the podium and says to the entire nation, this is real, does that mean that this could possibly start manifesting above the homes of millions of Americans? And then what kind of panic could come out of that? Which would maybe say, well, maybe there's a reason they're not telling people about this, because if there is an overall global awareness or an epiphany, that NHI is just going to start appearing everywhere.
All right, so that's an interesting idea, right, which I have heard before, right? It's essentially that, again, if all of a sudden by saying it out loud and people are aware of it, it would just start to present itself like, well, I don't need to hide anymore. Is that the idea? Because that's interesting, because, I mean, I've been told the phenomena is real. Tons of shows, podcasts, documentaries, tons of people have come out, done conferences, and said the phenomena is real, and people have walked away with nothing happening to them. I've never had anything happen to me, and I've been told the phenomena is real by lots of people, privately, publicly, all kinds of different scenarios, and nothing's ever happened. So it's clearly not a foolproof response, right? It doesn't necessarily mean it's a cause and effect, right? It doesn't it's clearly not 100% connected. Because otherwise, right, I would have had something happen to me, and lots of other people that I know that have been told plenty of times the phenomena is real, right? Like an awareness of it anyway. So I don't know. I don't think that's anything to worry about, to be honest with you, right? And because there's just no way for us to know. So now we can't get disclosure because the phenomena will just come out of nowhere. But we're allowed to talk about it happening, like that it could happen, right? Like you can tell the story. You can say if the president gets out and says it, then the phenomena will present itself. Like the phenomena is okay with you saying that. Why isn't that the big thing? And why is it just because the president says it, right? I guess I'm not I understand the concept. It just doesn't hold any water for me. And Matt's not saying that's the case. He's just thinking out loud, and I don't see anything wrong with that. In fact, I think these are important conversations to have, right? And honestly, if I was Matt and weird things are happening at my house, yeah, I'm going to be a little concerned, right? That's natural. But at the end of the day, I don't know if they're connected, right? I just don't see how they're connected. And if they are, really, who cares? I mean, we got to come out with disclosures sometime. We can't, there's always a reason why it can't come out. Like, eventually it's going to happen if it's true, right? Eventually the truth will come out if that's what the truth is. So we're going to have to deal with this stuff anyway. Shouldn't we deal with it on our own time, our own accord, right? Wouldn't we rather at least have somewhat control of it, even if it's minimal, rather than just, well, we'll just let it explode in our face one day, you know? And again, people talk about the phenomena being real all the time with zero hitchhiker effect happening. So that clearly can't be the case. Or the NHI know that the president is more powerful. So by him saying, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense. When you really start to break it down and pull the thread, I don't know. I don't see that. But I don't know. It's an interesting concept and it's an interesting idea. And I'm sorry that Matt and his family had to go through that. That sounds terrifying. I don't wish that upon anybody, whether I like them or not. It has nothing to do with it. And again, I respect these kind of conversations. I think it's something that should be had. And Reed, if you're watching this, I'd love to get you on the show. So, all right, y'all. We'll see you guys on the next video. Remember, every day's a gift, y'all. Peace.